Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Great Vegan Business Expo, an amazing initiative by the Team Compassion magazine. In today's fitness panel discussion, we have two of my favorite vegan athletes from India. The first one is Abhishek Thevar. Abhishek is a professional bodybuilder, a certified fitness coach, a certified nutritionist, and um, Abhishek started his journey as a dancer, and he dabbled in a few things before he found his true calling in bodybuilding and in becoming a fitness coach and becoming a nutritionist. He has competed in many bodybuilding tournaments across India, and Abhishek is going to talk a little bit more about his bodybuilding journey, about why he decided to go vegan. He has always been a vegetarian all his life, and then he decided to go vegan. So he's going to talk about why he went vegan, and he's going to dispel myths around that you cannot build muscle on a vegan diet. So he's going to tell you how you can do all of that. That is what Abhishek is going to talk about. And then we have Sandeep Kumar. Sandeep is a kick-ass ultra marathon runner from India. I would say possibly one of the top ultra marathon runners from India. He's the fastest Indian at the famous Comrades ultra marathon race that happens every year in South Africa. And Sandeep is going to talk a little bit more about his vegan journey, about his fitness journey, about how he is able to maintain and achieve elite performance while on a vegan diet. And he's going to share some tips and tricks and advice for aspiring athletes and aspiring vegans. I I sincerely hope that this discussion helps anyone tuning in. Sort of dispel myths around veganism and take their first steps towards veganism. So yes, let's start. So I have with me Abhishek Thevar. He's also known as the vegan beast in the vegan world, and he's a kick-ass bodybuilder. He's a fitness trainer, fitness coach, nutritionist, and yeah, look at his muscles. And not just like a regular fitness trainer. He's a certified fitness trainer. He's like the lead coach at the gym that he works out at, and he's also a professional bodybuilder. He has competed in bodybuilding competitions across India, and he aspires to become an IFBB pro bodybuilder. Um, so really look forward. And big thing, he's also a vegan. So he has been able to be a bodybuilder and a vegan and able to build some amazing muscle that you already saw. So we are going to talk to him about his fitness journey, about his vegan journey, and learn from him that how you can build muscle while eating vegan and while staying vegan. So Abhishek, to start with, can you just let us know a little bit about how you got into bodybuilding and fitness and your vegan journey as well?
So, hi guys, my name is Abhishek. I'm a vegan bodybuilder and a fitness trainer as well as a fitness model. I'm certified from American College of Sports Medicine for a certified personal trainer, and also a certified sports and fitness nutrition specialist from American Council on Exercise. And right now, I'm pursuing a certified strength and conditioning specialist. That is also from America. It's an American-based certification. I started the entire journey. You can say, I always been an athlete since my childhood. I used to sprint and I used to represent my school in state levels and district levels. But somehow my passion changed and I was completely into dancing. All this fitness journey started when I stepped into the gym in 2013. You can say I was crazy about calisthenics, so that's how I went to the gym to explore more into calisthenics. And slowly the gym craze, I wanted to build a little bit of muscle, and it became, when I started seeing results, it became an addiction. And then I started competing in 2015, so that's how it became an addiction. And yeah, now I started competing only in national and international championships.
But like, there's this, like, I also follow bodybuilding quite a bit. I'm not a bodybuilder, but I like to follow the entire scene. And I know that every time I hear a coach or all of them, they're constantly talking about eat protein, eat animals, eat animal protein, eat animal fats. If you want to build muscle, if you want to put bulk on your body, if you want to become a bodybuilder, I keep hearing this. So you were a bodybuilder, you had already seen results. Of course, you have always been a vegetarian, so you were able to build muscle on a vegetarian diet, but then you
Yeah.
suddenly decided to become vegan. Why did you decide to become a vegan, and what was going on in your mind? Did you not have any, like, वो डर नहीं लगा कि यार मसल का क्या होगा, लॉस हो जाएगा, ये हो जाएगा, like, you know, as someone who's competing, you would have all these
Yeah.
things going on in your mind. Did that happen to you? What was your journey like?
So yes, that completely happened with me. So I stepped into the gym in 2013, and that time I was a vegetarian. And 2014 I went vegan. So that time there was nothing called as veganism in India. So when I told my coaches in the gym that I won't be eating any animal products, but so they challenged me that you won't be able to build muscle in a vegetarian diet or in a plant-based diet. So that really hit me hard, and that's how I started figuring out, because that time I was a college student and I couldn't afford much things
Right.
when it comes to my diet. So it was just you can say घर पे जो मिलता है, what mom makes I used to eat, and few things I could afford. So I started researching on my own and I started working hard. I started implementing things. For example, as a college student, I didn't have a protein shake, but then I knew how carbs was important, replenishing your glycogen after your workout. So I implemented the banana with a spinach smoothie, and I started eating lentils after the workout. It's started off with the very small things. And yes, the gym trainers challenged me that I won't be able to build a physique in a vegetarian diet. That's how it hit me hard, and actually made me more crazy about becoming a bodybuilder. And 6 months I was had a very decent physique, and the same trainer who told me that you won't be able to build a physique, he started teaching me bodybuilding posings and made me stand on the stage, because he saw me that I am crazy. And he started supporting that, and he started believing that okay, vegetarian में भी body बन सकता है, ये बंदा बना रहा है, मतलब ये कुछ कर सकता है, ये बंदे में potential है. And he started teaching me all the bodybuilding poses for more about 3 to 4 months, and we practice each and every day. And in 2015 I did my first state level, where I placed 7th in the entire Mumbai. So yeah, it started like that as a challenge, and I just went on researching on myself more and more and more. And then I completely switched into fitness and started studying on fitness certifications and all those things. That's when I gained knowledge. But before that, I used to research from Google and tried a lot of things on myself and figured out which suits me best, because each and every body is different. What suits me I cannot suggest to any other person. That's how it was. And
But
people were just copying me. Yeah, people were just copying me, and that was not working. It doesn't work like that.
so sorry to interrupt you, but can you tell me why did you decide to go vegan? Like, what was that trigger point? You were a vegetarian already, so why go vegan?
So I was a vegetarian in 2014. I went vegan because I was following this guy called Frank Medrano. He's a calisthenic expert, and I used to follow him on Instagram. And he used to put vegan. And one day I thought vegan is just a short form of vegetarian. And one
Right.
day he had put in the description that vegan is not vegetarian. Vegan is something else. Vegan is not consuming any dairy products like milk and all those things. So I mean, it completely shocked my mind, and I went to the Google and I searched the word vegan. So the first thing I saw was a PETA video
Right.
about cruelty. And I mean, I'm an animal rescuer since childhood. That's the reason I'm vegetarian. And the moment I saw what's happening to the cows in the dairy industry, and how cruel is the dairy industry, the moment the night that night itself I stopped eating animal products.
Wow.
Because for me because for me I was vegan for animals and vegetarian for animals. So for me that mattered more than making my own physique. So I always used to say my elder brother that किसी की जान लेके अपनी जान क्यों बनानी है,
Right.
अगर
Right.
बनाना है, तो के दम पे बनाओ.
Right. Right. Right.
So
So so
that's why I went vegan.
so again, going back to the point, you are bodybuilding, you become a
Yeah,
vegan. Initially, you are in the college, then you get more information, you learn more about fitness, you learn more about nutrition, you learn more about the process. Can you
yeah.
share briefly with our audience the process of building muscle, and what role does nutrition play in that process?
Okay, so nutrition actually plays a very important role in this process. But what I have seen from my experience and in all these years, as right now the nutrition aspect has been hyped so much that any beginner that walks into the gym, even before starting the gym, all he cares about only is protein. But when the first thing when you step into a gym is get the form right,
Right.
get yourself get yourself adjust to the weights, and it takes like around 8 to 12 weeks to learn all those things. But you can actually focus on eating clean and starting by eating clean. But what people do right now is nutrition is so hype that each and every from the beginner they put in so much money into nutrition programs, and they think that nutrition will work wonders. Yes, it works wonders, but training at the same time also matters. So how nutrition works is you have equal amount of protein, carbs and fats. So then there is this myth of calorie counting and such. You won't believe I have done national championships without counting my calories. So that is also possible. So fitness is a lifestyle. That is what I believe. And when it comes to protein, you can calculate your protein that like it should come only 1.2 grams to 1.8 grams. So if you're starting as a sedentary individual, your protein uptake is only 0.8 grams per kilo in a day. So increase it slowly. Yes, an athlete needs up to 1.8 grams, but you won't jump from 0.8 to 1.8 in
Correct.
a month or something like that.
Correct.
Your body needs times to adjust. That's what the majority of the people are doing the mistake. They just search on the Google, or some expert says that if in a video if I say that athletes need this much, suddenly people try to implement, but that's not how body works. So if you're taking, just calculate right now how much you're taking. So if you're taking, for example, 0.8 per kilo, increase it to 1 gram per kilo, then make it 1.2, then after some time make it to 1.4. See, the body is digesting. See your motion, how is your motion is coming, is the body is feeling good, if the intestine is feeling good. That's how you come to know that my body is accepting. For example, 1.7 or 1.8 grams of protein is max is enough for me. I reach my peak. And some bodybuilders go up to 2.8 grams. Recent sports research says that up to 2.8 grams, there is no side effect as such shown. But there are people who have got kidneys damaged and livers damaged because of that. So each and every body differs. So please check into that. See your current state and how much your body can take, and then slowly you can intake like that. And also just don't focus on calories, because what in calorie counting, what people do is they just focus on calories. They don't see where is the calorie coming from. For example, one spoon of coconut oil is also same for them, and one slice of cheese is also same for them. I mean, the calorie they feel like it's same, but it has a lot of nutritional aspects. No? So cheese is a completely saturated fat, while the coconut oil is also a saturated fat, but it's a MCT, medium chain triglyceride. So it actually helps in burning your this stored glycogen.
Wow.
So that's how it is. You just don't focus on calories, and I mean that is what the entire fitness industry is doing right now. It's okay to count calories, but just see that what the calorie really is. I mean, what the content is, because one can of soda, I mean the Pepsi Diet Coke, has the same calorie of 2 glasses of apple juice. But can you compare both of them? No, it's like completely stupid. And two apple juice is completely, obviously it's healthier than one Coke of one Diet Coke. I mean, if you ask that question, anybody can answer that.
Right, right.
But
Of
when it
course,
comes,
apple juice
yeah,
has
but when
more
it comes,
micronutrients, apple juice has more nutrition. Sure, it has the same amount of sugar and probably the calories, but on the other hand, it also has some fiber if you have done
yeah,
juiced it correctly, and there's way
yeah,
more
the
in an apple juice.
vitamins, yes, the vitamins, minerals, and apple is also a low glycemic carbohydrate. So, and in Diet Coke, they have artificial sugars. Yes, they don't have sucrose and all such, but they have aspartame and all those, which are more harmful. So people don't see all the nutritional effects, and they just focus on calories. Calorie counting is good. You should know approximately how much is
How
going
much?
inside your body, but
Right.
that's fine. Do not stress on it.
Right, right, right. So we spoke about nutrition and we spoke about protein needs, that it is important to sort of meet or hit the protein needs. Uh,
Yeah.
I I want to ask you a question. Can we do this on a vegan diet?
Absolutely yes, because I mean, me being an example, I started off with 1.2 grams of protein per kg in a day, and that was quite easily achievable. With the protein should be properly distributed. Like if you are eating, you don't eat too much of protein. Like for example, tofu is a very good source of lean protein. So that doesn't mean that you will put 200 grams of protein or 300 grams of protein together.
Right.
Distribute it in a day. For
Right.
example, morning you are taking nuts and seeds, then afternoon it is lentils, then night it is tofu. So distribute the protein sources accordingly, and which suits you at what time. For example, rajma, lentils, and all those things. Most of the people don't. It doesn't suit most of the people in the night or maybe after the evening or sunset like that. So you switch it. For it suits me very well, but it might not suit you. So in vegan diet, it is easily achievable. What people think is, so in vegan diet, the majority of the source of protein is like, for example, it is lentils and seeds and everything. So they eat it at any time, and they complain that no, it's not happening. I'm not getting results. But the time also matters. For example, just tell you a hack. For example, many of the people have a problem of digesting kidney beans. Just try having it after your post workout. You won't have much of. But majority of the people won't have that problem because the metabolism is completely double the after the workout. The post workout window is completely double the first half an hour after the workout. So that's all. These all are the hacks. Yes, vegan diet, you can easily cover up to 1.8 grams of protein. Up to when I went to 1.8 grams of protein, I took supplements, protein supplements for some help, because it gets easier. It is not supplement is for supplementing the diet. You cannot depend on it. It's
Right.
not a source of protein, just a supplement.
Right.
So people should understand that what people do is, oh, vegan diet just depend on the protein supplement. No, it's just a supplement. It helps you push your diet more.
Right.
So how much can you eat? For example, a protein shake has one scoop 25 grams of protein. For that 25 grams of protein, you have to eat 200 grams of tofu. So which is more easier, having a shake or tofu? Obviously having a shake.
Right.
So you should use it in a right way, not overuse it. Use it in a right way. For example, I take 2 scoops morning one and one in the evening after post workout. So yes, when it goes to a higher level, more than 1.6 to 1.8 grams, you might need supplements. And it's actually good because right now India has a lot of protein brands, and it's really helpful.
Another question I had about protein is there's always this conversation that vegan proteins are not complete. They are inferior to animal protein. तुम्हारा muscle नहीं build होगा. Uh, but we all know that is not true. Can you sort of touch upon that point about amino acid profiles in vegan protein versus animal protein?
So yeah, the majority of the myth is vegan sources have don't all the essential amino acid is not present in one meal, and that is completely true. So how you combine your meal is very important. For example, when you are working out, so your pre-workout or a post-workout should have the all 9 essential amino acids, especially the leucine content. So there are 3 amino acids which are very important. Those are isoleucine, leucine, and valine. So if you see BCAA or essential amino acid supplement, you have these 3 content in a major proportion. So leucine is very important amino acid, and that's how you distribute it. For example, a very simple thing when it comes to Indian diet, just eating dal, you won't get enough protein. I mean, non-essential amino acid. But if you mix a dal and rice, it is a complete amino acid profile. So that's how the Indian diets were made. डोसा के साथ चटनी खाओ, इडली के साथ सांभर खाओ, दाल के साथ चावल खाओ. So automatically, without the science, our ancestors have already made that combination and kept.
What about if I eat like dal in the morning and then chawal in the night? Would it still be okay?
No, it won't be okay because, for example, if the dal has 6 essential amino acids, the rice will have 3. So it's necessary to combine all the 3. And as a vegan, that is the most important. You should make your food combinations where all the 9 essential amino acids come in a profile in your diet. And that's how you should see that all your meals have majority of the 9 essential amino acids. For example, few products already have 9 essential amino acids, that are soy, chia seeds, pumpkin seeds. All these things have already the 9 essential amino acids. So it's very easy to include these things in diet. That's why it's necessary to include these things in diet.
Okay. So what I understand from you is to build muscle, it is important to first go and work out with proper form, work out under proper guidance, understand how you are going to put your programs together. You have to do progressive overloading, and that's how you're going to build muscle, and then combine that with a proper diet. Like
Yes.
eat proper proteins, but also eat proper carbs, because that's the only way
Yeah.
your glycogen stores will be full, and that's the only way you'll have proper recovery and muscle building. And even eat healthy fats for proper
Yeah.
hormonal balances and everything. So it's not like protein khao, protein khao, protein khao. You have to eat like a proper well balanced diet
So
combined with
yeah, what the main mistake happening right now is people just focusing on macros, that protein, carbs, and fat. So anything about your diet, so people directly come and how much protein are you intaking, how much carbs, how much macros, but nobody is talking about the macronutrients.
right,
But micronutrients matters a lot. Without that, you won't be able to achieve a physique,
right.
a
So
complete physique.
proper fruits, proper vegetables, seeds, nuts, ताकि उसमें से तुमको सब minerals भी मिल रहे हैं, vitamins भी मिल रहे हैं.
Yeah.
So it's a
So all
combination
the
of so many things. It's not like
yeah,
मैं प्रोटीन खा और मैं सुपरमैन बन गया. I mean, you know, जैसे like I remember मैं जिम में गया था तो 2 हफ्ते तक मुझे मेरे ट्रेनर ने बोला तुम प्रोटीन खाओ, तुम्हारा मसल बहुत अच्छा बनेगा, वे प्रोटीन खाओ वो भी. एंड ही लाइक ये ब्रांड वाला वे प्रोटीन खाओ. हम लाइक क्यों खाओ, अभी तक मैंने जिंदगी में कभी नहीं खाया, ठीक ठाक ही हूं मैं, अभी क्यों अचानक खाने से मैं क्या सुपरमैन बन जाऊंगा 2 हफ्ते में क्या. Anyway,
yeah.
I don't want to get digressed by this.
That's it.
Can you sort of like people who are bodybuilders or aspiring bodybuilders and they
Yeah.
want to transition from a non-vegan diet to a vegan diet,
Yeah.
any advice for them, any tips or tricks or any advice, like उनको क्या करना चाहिए, क्या ध्यान में रखना चाहिए जब भी वो लोग ट्रांजिशन कर रहे हैं, क्या क्या स्टेप्स वो लोग ध्यान में रख सकते हैं?
I mean, after studying so much of the courses, I mean, nutrition course and the training, personal training course. So after studying, all I have realized is these courses actually put not they really don't put veganism down, but they showcase that in veganism it is very difficult to complete the protein intake. So that's where it's get difficult, and the entire industry wo dimag mein rakh diya hai. So it gets very difficult because first thing is from the mind only they're not thinking that this will be possible.
Right, right,
So you need to first change your mind that this is possible.
right,
First thing, if you think you can and if you think you can't, either way you are the same. So the industry is hammered so much because these courses, I mean, they have stressed that vegans can complete their protein, but just that they need a special dietary consult. I mean, special dietary recommendations. So what these people think is, oh, vegan हो गया तो बहुत मुश्किल हो जाएगा, प्रोटीन कवर करने में मुश्किल हो जाएगा, और अरे अंडे चिकन खा के काम चला लो. That's what
right,
the fitness industry does, but it actually not that difficult. So what I believe is the lack of nutritionists and the coaches in India, first thing. And second thing is, if someone wants to transition from a non-vegan to a vegan, that's what I said. You should have a good coach who is able to guide you a proper diet. I have seen people who have suddenly, I mean, they've gone vegetarian or vegan for animals. I mean, I'm talking about bodybuilders, and they suddenly see that their gains have lost, and they come and complain, यार मैंने चिकन छोड़ दिया तो मेरा मसल कम हो गया. बट कैसे हो सकता है अगर आप 9 एसेंशियल अमीनो एसिड कंप्लीट कर रहे हो,
right,
अगर आपकी मैक्रोस और माइक्रोस प्रॉपर है. Micros maybe there are two types of nutrients also. There are two types of nutrients, macro and micro nutrients also. I don't want to go in that deep, but should have a good coach who is able to guide you a proper diet and complete all the aspects in nutrition. So if you are completing all these aspects in nutrition, you won't face any problem. Yes, it takes a little time in transitioning, but I guess the mind plays a very important role. And I mean, the industry has been hammered from so many years that this is not possible. So obviously, changing the mind takes a little time. But diet-wise, this is what I can say, that completing your essential amino acids and having a complete diet, you won't face any problem. Any problem. And if you're an elite athlete, then you should focus on, I guess, switching your training programs each and every 4 weeks to 6 weeks, because training programs plays a very important role changing and breaking your plateau. So there's so many programs. I mean, I myself keep changing program every 4 weeks. There is periodization, non-linear periodization, progression, German volume training. I mean, there are so many programs in the world that I have not tried all of them. I'm tired in trying whatever I have tried. So
Awesome.
have a good have a good training program. There is so much of them. You should learn which suits you best and have a good coach or nutritionist to guide you. I mean, you have studied, just not go to a bodybuilding coach and tell that I want to become a, because vegan has become a trend now. I have seen every nutritionist guiding a vegan diet, but it's not complete. It's not good. Not all the diets are good. Only few nutritionists are very good. So just because this become a trend, so people are trying to earn a money. Please imagine that veganism right now it's growing and people are trying to become vegan, but some people are trying to make money out of it. So that is also a
Right.
mistake. I
So,
mean,
so I
the
think
athletes are facing.
just to summarize what you said, I think the first step is कि mind में सोच लो that
Yeah,
vegan
the
बनोगे
first
और
is
सब मतलब
most
उसमें
important.
होगा. Like if you come with a
Yeah,
negative mindset तो तुम्हारा then you are just going to go south from right there itself. मतलब वो फिर उसके बाद चलने ही नहीं वाला है. So I think the first thing is mindset that don't think that vegan से muscle नहीं बन सकता है. Vegan से muscle भी बनेगा, endurance भी बनेगा, सब कुछ बनेगा. There are thousands of athletes across the world who have already shown that, demonstrated that. So come with an open mind. If you are someone who's a proper athlete who wants to get into bodybuilding or a serious athletics, get a proper coach, get proper guidance, get proper nutrition help, so that you are मतलब तुम्हें अगर अच्छा results मिलेंगे initially, then you'll be more motivated to stay on track rather than saying यार नहीं यार छोड़ो यार जाने दो अभी मेरा 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 मसल लॉस हो गया, अंडा खा के हो रहा था अब ये खा के नहीं हो रहा है क्योंकि तुम गलत खाना खा रहे हो, तुम जंक खाना खा रहे हो, फिर तुम कुछ भी खा रहे हो, and then you are blaming the vegan diet when you could just have been
vegan diet,
smart.
exactly.
So get a
Yeah,
proper coach, get proper nutrition help, and focus on training, because it's a
yes,
combination of nutrition and training that is eventually going to get you the muscle. You can, if you're training, if you're not training properly and then you are losing your muscle, or if you're not seeing gains, or if you're hitting a plateau and then again pointing to the diet, I think it is important to have the proper training help as well. So I think those are like really good points of advice for everyone who's tuning in. Proper nutrition, proper training, and an open mind. When you are
yes,
transitioning to a vegan world, keep these three things in mind. uh,
yeah,
just last two things for you. Advice for
yes.
non athletes, just regular people जिनको vegan बनना है, मतलब क्या advice होगा, और just advice for or a last message for our all our viewers के मतलब जो लोग vegan के बारे में सोच रहे हैं या fitness के बारे में सोच रहे हैं, just general any advice from your side.
So I mean, after studying so much and coaching so many people, what I really believe is मैंने actually अपनी state bodybuilding बिना इतने पढ़ाई के की थी, because fitness was my lifestyle. So that's the base and the first point. Fitness should be a lifestyle. You cannot complain on your diet. You cannot, you cannot compromise your sleep and then complain that my diet and my workout is not working out. Go and blame your coach. The first thing and the most important thing is fitness is a lifestyle. You have to live fitness day in and day out. That is the first thing. Basic rule. Matlab majority 70 or 80% of the result you will get that itself if you adapt fitness as a lifestyle. Finish, topic close. And the second thing is about the general population. What I think about the general population is they have too much things about the mind. The mind about fitness. But what I believe is individualized होना चाहिए हर कोई का प्रोग्राम. फॉर एग्जांपल कोई ऑफिस गोअर है तो उसको पोस्टर करेक्शन पे काम करना है, वो सिक्स पैक की ड्रीम क्यों करेगा भाई, तू
Right.
पहले अपना पोस्टर कर ले. फॉर एग्जांपल ही इज सिटिंग ऑल द डे इन अ चेयर, so I mean his hip flexor muscles are tight, his scapula is protracted, so you should work on your posture correction. Get yourself, try making yourself first active.
Right.
Do not directly jump into diet and starting workout, मुझे fat loss करना है, मुझे immediately transformation करना है.
Right.
No, it's not. I mean, it's a shortcut, right? If you focus on the long term, for example housewife, so housewife जो है उनको अपनी strengthening पे ध्यान देनी चाहिए क्योंकि वो पूरा टाइम ज्यादा एक्टिव रहते हैं.
Right.
तो so all these things, so depending upon what is your what are you doing in life. Suppose if you are a housewife, if you are an office goer, if you are a college student, so the program, I mean whatever you follow, it's completely different for each and every person. So my whole point for the general population is please do not copy others. Each and every body is different. Please individualize and see what suits you best, like I talk about. workout program for housewife is different, workout program for office goer is different, and a workout program for male or female is different because of the anatomical postures and other biological factors. So yes, sub comes into the factor, and that's why you hire a good coach. First thing, what people think is they try all sorts of diet. I have seen people who have tried like 10 nutritionists, 10 coaches, and they have not seen result, and they have spent all of their money. Instead, you just put money in one coach. So that is the thing. I mean, the general population, please do not fall into advertisement that you see in YouTube, that you see in Instagram and everything. There are a lot of things behind it. So that is the main concept. Please look for a good coach, invest in a good coach, invest in a good diet, and make fitness your lifestyle.
Super.
And
So
yes, obviously, to achieve that, a good fitness lifestyle, a plant-based diet is going to work for you. A plant-based diet is the solution for everything. So that's how I'd like to end it for the general population and for the athletes. Try to go vegan.
super, super. So just to summarize and end this conversation, the idea is to make fitness a lifestyle and go step by step. Like, don't
Yeah.
dream of going from couch to six pack in like 1 week or couch to Everest in 1 week. ये एक journey
Yeah,
है
no,
और ये step by
that's
step.
the mistake I did. That's the mistake I did. So, and that's the mistake I see people are doing. I mean, my friends, when we all started gym, we all did the same mistake. We thought कि 2 साल gym करने से ऐसी body बन जाएगी. But yeah, that's how I learned, and that's how I am advising the people.
Right,
Don't
तो
fall into
patience
advertisement.
रखो.
But
Patience is
patience.
the name of the game. Hire a good coach, make
Yes.
fitness a lifestyle, and above all, the biggest and the most important point, that plant-based lifestyle will be an amazing lifestyle. As इसके t-shirt पे लिखा है, be kind to every kind. किसी कोई और को मार के अगर हम मसल बना रहे हैं तो उसमें क्या बात है? वो that is not the way we want to live. हमें किसके भी डेड बॉडी के ऊपर अपनी मसल नहीं बनानी है. So I think
Yes.
with that point, I would like to end this. Thank you so much, Abhishek, for all your time. And I think this was an amazing conversation, especially around nutrition and around building muscle. I hope this, like sort of helps people and inspires people
Yes.
to go the plant-based way.
So yeah, I couldn't go into that deep, but I think this really helped the people who are watching it. And thank you for watching. And if you have any queries, you can always contact. And yes,
Yes.
go vegan and make a world a kinder place.
And those are, look at the biceps. You can make those biceps if you go vegan. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, Abhishek. So we have with us an amazing athlete from India. His name is Sandeep Kumar, and Sandeep Kumar is currently one of the top ultra runners in India. And just one fact about Sandeep, that he has been a vegan, so he has been able to achieve not just peak performance, but he has been able to achieve elite level performance. He has been able to consistently win races, be on podiums while being a vegan. And Sandeep is also the fastest Indian at Comrades, one of the most famous ultra marathons in the world, which happens in South Africa. He also represents India at the World Trail Running Championships. So again, an elite level athlete is with us today, and he's going to talk about his vegan journey, about his fitness journey. So Sandeep, to start with, can you let us know more about, matlab, were you always someone who was into fitness, or how did your fitness journey kickstart? Like, were you always a runner? Were you always someone who wanted to build endurance, run on mountains, run on trails? Was this always your life, or how did you get into fitness? How did you get into becoming an elite athlete?
Yeah, first of all, thank you, Kuntal, and IMSAF team for giving me the opportunity to talk about my fitness journey. And it's a great moment for me also to share all the part segments of my journey with you guys. So, how I came into fitness is very natural to me since my childhood, and it's my genes only. So मुझे कभी ऐसा नहीं लगा कि मैं out of fitness हूँ, वो मेरे blood में था. But I was never an elite athlete. It was like just भाई हर रोज कुछ एक्टिविटी करना है, टुडे रनिंग, फिर साइकिलिंग है, फुटबॉल खेल लिए, कबड्डी एंड anything, means tree climbing and going somewhere playing, कोई भी गेम खेल लिया. It was like कि चलो आज पसीना छूटा है एंड खाना खाने में मजा आएगा, एंड दोस्तों के साथ में थोड़ा सा मस्ती हो गई है, एक दूसरे की लाइक पुलिंग हो गई, एंड सम चैलेंज वाज देयर, थ्रिल वाज देयर, सम विन एंड लूजेस, सम टीयर्स, और सब सब मजा मस्ती. एंड एंड ऑफ द डे ऐसा लगना चाहिए कि आज कुछ हुआ है, अच्छा है खराब डोंट नो, बट समथिंग हैपेंड, आज तो मजा आया.
Right.
तो इट वाज लाइक ए डेली जर्नी, मींस आज का दिन के आज का ही दिन सोचा था, कभी नहीं सोचा कल क्या करना है या फिर ये जर्नी कहाँ जाएगी. So I started my, in my childhood like this only, and I enjoyed every moment and every day, not thinking about my, like and career into it, but like, just enjoying myself for the day. जैसे आज पढ़ाई कर ली, I studied lot in the daytime. शाम को 2 घंटे, I have to play a lot. मुझे कुछ भी मिल जाए 2 घंटे, it has been given to me. I am totally free. घर वाले बोलने वाले नहीं है. Nobody is going to question me about, where I am, how I am, with who I am, and that 2 hours I have to spend. तो मेरा बचपन से ऐसा टारगेट रहता था कि 2 घंटे तो मैं चलो खेल के ही निकालूंगा, इसको मैं कुछ भी करूं, चाहे मैं, मुझे कहीं और कुछ नहीं कर, टीवी नहीं देखना है, देन आई वांट गो, आई वांट सिट समवेयर, और मुझे गप्पे सप्पे नहीं मारने हैं, तो इसको तो मैं रगड़ डालूंगा. सो आई वाज एंजॉयिंग दैट कि 2 घंटे मिल गए यार, चलो या तो खुद का बैंड बजेगा, किसी और का बैंड बजेगा, लेट्स गो देयर.
I think
that was an
like
interesting part.
just to interrupt you for a second, I think a big message for all the parents today, प्लीज अपने बच्चों को खेलने दो, प्लीज उनको फोन में घुसे मत रहने दो, प्लीज उनको टीवी में मत घुसे रहने दो, उनको खेलने दो, उनको
Right.
बाहर निकलने दो, उनको नेचर से कनेक्ट होने दो, उनको एंजॉय करने दो बेसिकली.
Yeah. And adding into it, यार मेरे पेरेंट्स ने कभी ऐसा नहीं बोला कि why do you sit, मतलब ऐसा नहीं बोला है कि तुम ये करो वो करो. जब कभी भी आई वाज नॉट विलिंग टू गो आउट और समवेयर, तो मुझे डांट पड़ती है, लात पड़ती थी, तू भागना यहाँ से, कब पूरा दिन भर तेरे को झेलते रहेंगे, खेल के आना, जा तेरे को टक्कर मारनी है, करके वी विल सेटल इट आउट, राइट. सो दैट वाज लिटिल बिट एनकरेजिंग आल्सो, कि घर वाले चाहते हैं कि 2 घंटे में जाऊं कोई भी वे में. So कोई क्वेश्चन करने वाला नहीं है. मींस व्हेन आई वाज गोइंग आउट, मेरा टाइम फिक्स था. माय ग्रैंडफादर यूज्ड टू टेल मी 5 o'clock, 5:01 से पहले यू हैव टू बी आउट, ठीक है, बट 7:01 पे तुम घर के अंदर होने का. तो 2 घंटे तुमको नेट मिला है, उसमें कम और ज्यादा नहीं है.
बट फिर यहाँ से कैसे रनिंग
मैं आई डेवलप लाइक टोटल ओवरऑल फिटनेस एंथुसियास्ट गाय. मुझे सब कुछ करना पसंद था, लाइक खिचड़ी पकाना, मींस आई वांट टू डू स्विमिंग ऑल्सो, साइकिलिंग ऑल्सो, रनिंग ऑल्सो, पेड़ पे चढ़ना है, पुशअप्स करने, दंड बैठक, सब कुछ. सो व्हाट एवर चैलेंज, रस्सा खींचना है ना, जैसे विलेजेस में होता है या सब में होता है, देन मैं पूरा पोल्स चढ़ जाता था 2-3 बार. तो इट वाज लाइक कि नॉन स्टॉप, इफ समथिंग इज देयर चैलेंजिंग इन द फिटनेस थिंग, तो मुझे करना ही है. या फुटबॉल खेलना है, बास्केटबॉल खेलना है, या फिर खो खो खेलना है, या फिर वो डंडा मार कुछ एक्टिविटी है, then I have to do it. So that was not very specific that moment, but when I starting growing up in my school days, college days, then कुछ specific competitions came into the journey. So मुझे क्रिकेट इतना पसंद नहीं है, but actually I was a good guy, good batsman, and I was like off swing, in swinger as a fast bowler, and good fielder, because fitness तो अच्छा ही था. But that was like कि भाई I was not able to make myself 100% useful into that sport, and मुझे लगा कि यार यहाँ पर mental physical potential का एक limit आ जाता है, then you cannot go as per your wish. Then I switched to main hardcore like trail running, then means not trail, cross country kind of thing. तो मैं मेरे जब भी मुझे कॉलेज से स्कूल से छुट्टी मिलती थी, आई यूज्ड टू गो टू माय विलेज एंड आई यूज्ड टू रन ओवर देयर इन द फील्ड्स. तो जीप ट्रैक टाइप का ट्रेल रहता है, तो एवरी डे इट वाज लाइक 5-7 किलोमीटर्स ऑन द जीप ट्रैक, एंड घर पे आके मजा आता था. आई फेल्ट वेरी फ्रेश आफ्टर कमिंग ओवर देयर, एंड सो दिन बन गया, लेट्स स्टार्ट डूइंग समथिंग एल्स, and morning activities complete. That was a daily ritual. So when I started coming to college, and some competition came up like 5K, 3K, 400-meter relay, and that was like कि companionship थी वहाँ पर, competitors थे and all that. तो उसने काफी push करा, because मुझे पहले से ही जीतने की बहुत वो लगती है कि मुझे जीतना है. So I won't let my team to lose, and I won't let myself also to lose. तो कुछ भी करके I have to make prepare. So that made me to enter specifically into the running only. तो उसके बाद मैं रनिंग सेगमेंट में आया कि यार ये चीज़ों बाकी मजा मस्ती बाद में करते हैं, देन आई हैव टू बी वेरी मच फोकस्ड इनटू इट बिकॉज रिजल्ट्स आने हैं तो यू हैव टू बी वेरी स्पेसिफिक अबाउट द स्पोर्ट. So college में 3K, 5K, that was a normal thing. And after getting placement, everything stopped. Again, I started doing gymming and some cross training because uh, city में जब when I came to Surat, like I joined L&T as an engineer. So it was like only 1 hour or 45 minutes was getting. So I thought that let us go to a platform where I can get everything. So gym was the only option. So it took me 2-3 years and मैंने body बनाई अच्छी खासी muscle I grown up, but ultimately after certain year after certain time I got to know that this is not ultimate fitness. You are missing something and you have to go back to the outdoors and all that. So I was in rough phase of my life also. Then ultimately I moved out and emotionally, psychologically, and I felt that there is a need of going outdoor and running for yourself and spending time in the nature. तो वहाँ पे मैंने बस जस्ट अपने अपने आप को बैलेंस करने के लिए I started running. Then eventually, I got into the fitness what I was having earlier in the childhood and in the adolescent age, and I registered for my first half marathon, and I did my first half marathon 2 hours 2 minutes. That was not a good time. It was very very slow, and I was very heavy muscled. तो मुझे ज़्यादा मजा नहीं आया. थोड़ा कि then literally मुझे थोड़ा शौक लगा कि you are the same guy who used to run so fast and so lean and so sharp. So then I eventually started training for just to get the good fitness. Then after the journey came up, my second half marathon I did Airtel Delhi half marathon that in 1 hour 30 minutes. And after that there was no look back. I did one full marathon, then I straight away went out in the ultras because I had a history of training very, for the long hours and spending more time into the nature. So my ultimate goal was to, make myself comfortable in the ultras, and I find peace and potential in the ultras, only, ultra marathons. So the time came, I was, just enjoying everything, and I started doing ultras. But that time also it was like so. I was not so good into that because there were many things missing. Maybe my fitness regime was not proper. It was not scientific or something. But eventually, I had to have some experience. So I started it, and after that, I made a very few changes, and ultimately, I was top of my fitness.
Super. So this is amazing for sharing your the entire fitness journey. What I want to ask is, you have always been a vegetarian in your life, and so kabhi meat nahi
Yeah,
khaya hai, and
no,
you were
never.
still able to build, always do all the athletic and fitness related stuff for all your life. But
Yeah,
एक मतलब फिर भी ऐसा लगता है कि मैं दूध पी रहा हूँ, मैं पनीर खा रहा हूँ, या मैं कुछ तो लाइक मतलब मैं कोई तो प्रोटीन का सोर्स जो वेजिटेरियन वर्ल्ड में टिपिकल प्रोटीन सोर्सेस माने जाते हैं वो मैं खाता रहता हूँ. अब there
hmm.
was a time in your life when you switched from vegetarianism to veganism. Can you tell
Yeah.
me two things? Why did you do that? Number one. And number two, was there any impact of your decision on your sport? मतलब did that hamper your progress? Did that hamper your performance? मतलब उससे कुछ हुआ? And just tell us a little bit about those two aspects कि क्यों vegan बने और कोई impact हुआ या नहीं अपने performance पे, positive या negative दोनों side.
या अभी मैं फ्रैंकली एक चीज बता दूं कि मैं बचपन से ही हार्डकोर वेजिटेरियन था, और इंडिया में हार्डकोर वेजिटेरियन होना मीन्स कि दूध दही ये खाना बहुत नॉर्मल है.
Right.
एंड आई बिलोंग्स टू हरियाणा, राइट. तो वो मेरे कल्चर में ना मैंने ना बहुत दूध भी खाया. मीन्स हमारे घर में पता है कि सब्जी कम होती है, उसके ऊपर बाउल में ना जो घी तैर रहा होता है ना, वो इतना ज्यादा होता था कि पूछो मत. सब्जी खाने का बहाना होता था कि वो घी खाना होता था. एंड दूध बोलो तो इतना दूध पिया है, छाछ खाया, मक्खन खाया. And it was like I was not aware about anything. But when I was doing this, ultra marathons and marathons, I was training for the races and all. I was finding difficulty. I was very fast, but I was not able to maintain my pace. There was no endurance, and it was paining so much after my activity, after my training. एंड इट वाज लाइक यार किसी ने पैरों पे ना इतने डंडे मारे हैं ना, टूट गया है मुझे, आई वोंट बी एबल टू वॉक नेक्स्ट डे, सो आई वाज फीलिंग सो इन्फ्लेमेटेड। तो मुझे मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा क्या करूं। देन आई स्ट्रेट अवे मुझे एक माइंड में थॉट आया कि यार मैं एक एक चीज को ना बंद करता हूँ, राइट, देखता हूँ क्या होता है। तो मैंने मेरी डाइट को काफी वो करके देखा, एंड आई स्टार्टेड स्टडिंग अबाउट what is good for health just in a normal way, and how can I build my cardiovascular. Then I came to know about saturated fat and cholesterol, then your body composition, percentage of fat, then bad fat and good fats, and how diet can make impact on your physical fitness, your resting heart rate, your metabolism, your recovery rate, right, and how we can feel lightweight also. So that way I was switching, मुझे लगा कि मुझे ना कुछ चेंजेस करने पड़ेंगे, तो मैंने कुछ एंडोरेंस डाइट को फॉलो करना स्टार्ट किया, एंड उसमें अल्टीमेटली जैसे मैं फॉलो करता गया ना, इट वाज लाइक कि वेरी नेचुरल डाइट, मतलब रोटी सब्जी दाल चावल खाना है, more about fruits, more about vegetables, and vegetarian proteins के sources है। पहले पनीर वनीर बहुत खाता था, was into थोड़ा देखिए पनीर और दूध से बहुत प्रोटीन मिलता है, and I was getting also, and मेरे बहुत मसल थे, बट वो मेरे स्पोर्ट के हिसाब से कुछ भी नहीं था उसके अंदर।
Right.
वो I was so heavy, means कि I was fast, but I was not able to carry my weight for the longer distances.
Right.
मैं उसको कैरी कौन कर नहीं कर, मुझे मतलब मेरे मस्कुलर एंडोरेंस को यूज करने से पहले मेरा हार्ट जो है ना वो गिव अप कर देता था,
right.
हार्ट रेट और ब्रीदिंग हाई हो जाता है कि पूछो मत, लाइक कि बस अभी दिल बाहर पॉप अप हो जाए, गिरने वाला है। सो मुझे लगता था कि यार समथिंग इज रॉन्ग। देन अल्टीमेटली आई स्टार्टेड स्टडीइंग, एंड आई आल्सो I wanted to be coach in my life, and I want to be my alternative career, like I wanted to be a coach. So during my this coaching period, studying about giving my exams and all, I got to know about the there has to be some plants and some natural food into your diet, like that make you help in recovery, antioxidants होते हैं कुछ, then lean protein कुछ होता है, then आपके आपके बॉडी में अल्कलाइन होनी चाहिए थोड़ी सी बॉडी। तो मुझे उसके बारे में पता पड़ा, तो अल्टीमेटली मैं जैसे जैसे हायर लेवल पे जाता गया लैडर के, तो मुझे मेरी ये सब चीजें छूटती चली गई या कम होती चली गई, मिल्क है, एंड मैं बहुत अंदर से लाइट फील कर रहा था, एंड वाज फीलिंग वेरी एनर्जेटिक डे एंड नाइट, और मुझे कितना भी वर्कआउट करा वाज नॉट टायरिंग। मुझे बोलो कि अभी 10 किलोमीटर दौड़ना है, ये पेस पे दौड़ना है, सुबह दौड़ तो रात को भी दौड़ लूंगा, शाम को भी दौड़ लूंगा। आई वाज ऑलवेज रेस रेडी, आई वाज ऑलवेज रन रेडी, कि जब बोलो जूते पहन लो अभी दौड़ लूंगा, चलो कहाँ पर बोलो, इन मिड ऑफ द ट्रैफिक, और मतलब 10 बजे का टाइम है, वॉक पे निकले तो किसी ने बोल दिया चलो लेट्स टेक 1 किलोमीटर टाइम ट्रायल, तो इट वाज लाइक अमेजिंग यार, तुम कभी भी कुछ नहीं कर पा रहे हो, उससे उससे बेटर फील क्या हो सकता है। तो मैं अपने डिसीजन में बहुत प्राउड था, और मुझे लगा कि यार ये चीज मुझे पहले से पता क्यों नहीं थी, एंड बट आई वाज वेरी मच मतलब मुझे ना बड़ा ताजुब भी हुआ इस चीज का, एंड उसके बाद मुझे ना अपने जजमेंट पे, अपने डिसीजन पे ना बहुत प्राउड फील हुआ कि यू गॉट द राइट थिंग। और मैं अंदर से ना खुशी के मारे ना मतलब इतना अच्छा फील कर रहा था कि मुझे लगा कि यार दिस इज द हेवन, मुझे कुछ मिल गया, जैसे लॉटरी लगी है, तो यार अभी मुझे कोई रोकने वाला नहीं है। मीन्स अभी मैं कोई भी आदमी है, कोई भी नॉर्मल पर्सन, उससे 2 स्टेप आगे हूँ। सो दैट वाज द एडवांटेज आई वाज कैरिंग ऑन। एंड about impact na, so I will say that yeah, there was only one impact, and that was a positive only, there was no negative impact। even choices जो है, availability of food, that became very easy। मतलब अब ग्रोसरी स्टोर पे जाओ या वेजिटेबल मार्केट में जाओ, अपने सराउंडिंग में सब कुछ मिल जाता है,
Right.
यू डोंट हैव टू फाइंड ए पार्टिकुलर मिल्क थिंग, अभी डेयरी पे जा करके आप दूध लेने जाना है, या पनीर मिला कि नहीं मिला, या आपको वे प्रोटीन मिला कि नहीं मिला, राइट। मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा मैं प्रोटीन नहीं खाता हूँ, बट आई टेक द प्रोटीन, बट वो रिकवरी पर्पज के लिए, एंड आई टेक ऑन द डेज वेरी जब मुझे बहुत फिटनेस एक्टिविटी है, एंड अल्टीमेटली फॉर माय स्पोर्ट यार आई हैव टू बी वेरी लीन, फ्रैंकली आई एम टेलिंग यू, एंड सो इट वाज वेरी इजी फॉर मी, इट मेड माय जॉब वेरी इजी। तो मुझे भी खाने का बहुत अच्छा लगता है, एंड आई लाइक टू डाइवर्सिफाइड डाइट, और मुझे मेरे प्लेट में ना सब तरह का खाना मुझे चाहिए। तो इससे बेटर मौका क्या होगा कि मैं 2-3 चीजों के पीछे पड़ा रहता था, अब मुझे सब कुछ खाने को मिल
अभी
रहा
सब
है,
कुछ
तो इंटरेस्टिंग है, टेस्ट बन गए हैं,
Right.
एंड वही वही मेरी लाइवलीनेस है कि भाई आप ये भी कर रहे हो, वो भी करो, ये भी खाने को मिल रहा है, वो भी खाने को मिल रहा है, देन it keeps your mood, you know, all time high, all time positive. और एक अच्छा मूड रहता है, एक अच्छा मेटाबॉलिज्म रन
Suddenly
करता
इतने
रहता है
सारे
बॉडी के अंदर.
vegetables, like hundreds of vegetables, hundreds of fruits,
हाँ,
दाल से लेके
यस,
अलग अलग
यस.
legumes, अलग अलग राजमा, मतलब
अरे,
नट सीड्स. आई मीन लोग बोलते हैं कि वीगन डाइट बहुत रिस्ट्रिक्टिव है, बट मुझे लगता है कि
अरे,
मतलब उन्होंने कुछ उनके हिसाब से वीगन डाइट मतलब पालक खाओ और लेटस खाओ और मे बी 2-3 नट सीड्स, बस उनको लगता है ये वीगन डाइट. उनको कुछ पता ही नहीं है कि वीगन डाइट है क्या. इट्स
अरे मैं
अमेजिंग.
बताता हूँ कि यस, टोटली. मैं हिंदी में बोलता हूँ कि एक कहावत है. लोग मुझे बोलते हैं, या मैं भी खुद अपने को मानता हूँ, पहले मैं जस्ट वेरी चूजी और सिलेक्टिव था. अभी मैं पता है चटोरा बन गया हूँ, जैसे बोलते हैं ना. लिटरली मीन्स ये भी खाना, मतलब खाना है. सो आई एम ट्राइंग एवरीथिंग, एंड अभी जो टेस्ट बड डेवलप हो गया है ना, दैट इज मेकिंग मी क्रेजी. मीन्स खाना इज समथिंग, यू नो, टोटली हेवन. इट कनेक्ट्स योर माइंड एंड बॉडी, एंड everything passes through your food. यार जो अंदर जा
you
रहा है वही आपसे करा रहा है.
you mentioned one specific point about recovery. Is there, like, can
Yeah,
you take 2 minutes and maybe 2-3 minutes and elaborate more on how food helps with recovery?
yeah, actually, about food is what, when we are doing some activity, physical activity, there is a there is a wear and tear in our body, right? मसल्स थोड़े ब्रेक होते हैं, देन उसको बिल्ड होना होता है. तो जो मसल ब्रेक हुए हैं, वो जो वेयर एंड टेयर के पार्ट्स हैं बॉडी के अंदर, सब रेजिड्यूज हैं, सब हमारा जो बॉडी में जब मेटाबॉलिज्म रन करता है ड्यूरिंग सम एक्टिविटी, तो उसमें लैक ऑफ ऑक्सीजन में भी लैक्टिक डेवलप होता है, एंड वो हमारे ब्लड में, हमारे मसल्स में ट्रैप हो जाता है, एंड वेयर एंड टेयर होता है. तो हमारी बॉडी में क्या होता है, देन इट हैज टू बी फ्लश्ड आउट थ्रू यूरिन, थ्रू थ्रू आवर ऑक्सीजन, यू नो. जब हमारा बॉडी में ऑक्सीजन जाता है मसल्स में, तो वो इसको कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड बाहर फेंकता है, देन वी फील फ्रेश, राइट. और जो वेयर एंड टीयर वो हमारे किडनी और लिवर से प्रोसेस होकर के यूरिन के थ्रू बाहर जाते हैं. तो दैट इज अ नॉर्मल वे ऑफ आवर बॉडी हील आवर सेल्फ, राइट. तो उसमें क्या होता है कि इफ यू आर नॉट, यू आर टेकिंग प्लांट बेस्ड डाइट ना, एक्चुअली प्लांट बेस्ड डाइट इज अर्ली, it's like earlier, you know, beforehand it's oxygenated only. You are eating, you know, spinach, some plant, right? So plants are already, you know, उनके अंदर ऑक्सीजन इतनी है, आपकी बॉडी में जाएगी, एल्कलिन करेगी, हाइड्रेशन बढ़ाएगी, वाटर लेवल बढ़ाएगी. उसके अंदर, यू नो, क्लोरोफिल है, राइट. उसके अंदर एंटीऑक्सीडेंट्स हैं प्लांट्स के अंदर. वो आपकी बॉडी में इस तरह सर्कुलेट करता है कि जितने भी वेयर एंड टीयर्स हैं, आपके बैड सेल्स है, बैड गट में बैड माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स हैं, एनीथिंग, यू नो, जो भी बाहर की चीजें हैं, राइट, जिसको बाहर जाना चाहिए, नॉट नॉट रिलेटेड टू बॉडी, नॉट नॉट गुड फॉर आवर हेल्थ, दैट मेक इट, यू नो, फ्लश आउट. हमारे बॉडी का इम्यूनिटी सिस्टम को बढ़ा करके, एंड टी सेल्स, बी सेल्स, एंड जो हमारा इम्यूनिटी का जो सेफ गार्ड का प्रोटोकॉल है, उसको एक्टिव करके उन चीज़ों को सबको बाहर फेंक देता है, फ्लश आउट कर देता है. सो रिकवरी मीन्स इटसेल्फ, जैसे आपने कुछ खाया, एक्टिविटी करा, आपने कुछ खाया, आपके खाने के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है कि आपका रिकवरी कैसा होगा. मीन्स आप, इफ आई वांट टू बी गुड एथलीट, देन आई हैव टू बी गुड एट रिकवरी ऑल्सो. ट्रेनिंग तो कोई भी कर लेगा, ट्रेनिंग तो
Right,
मजदूर भी करता है,
right.
राइट. सी, डेली लेबरर वर्क्स मोर देन अस, राइट, बट आर दे गुड एथलीट? Can they perform, you know, at the highest level? Can they represent country? No, but because they are not that much capable of selecting a diet, they are not that much aware, and they are not that much, you know, grown up. उनके लिए एक टास्क है, बट विद एज दे गेट, यू नो, वेरी वीक एंड सीक. तो उनका बुढ़ापा ऐसे ही जाता है. They are very good at, you know, doing labor and mentally strong also. But what makes a difference? How you recover, how you fuel your body, right? तो एक काम करके एक आदमी बिल्कुल मर मर भी जाता है, घिस भी जाता है, एंड
Right.
बिल्कुल स्किनी हो जाता है, एंड उसको पैर, हाथ पैर, घुटने सब दर्द करेंगे, एंड आफ्टर सम टाइम वो खांसी होगी उसको, देन हॉस्पिटल जाएगा. लाइक और हम आजू बाजू लेबरर्स देखते हैं, एक एथलीट होता है, एथलीट और लेबरर में ये फर्क है. वी आल्सो डू दैट लेबर वर्क, but we do it smartly. We try to recover as fast as possible. We feed our body, you know, in the best way. So recovery is something which makes a difference in a normal person and then you know, high performance athlete. So for me, this plant food, this, you know, the natural food make me recover very fast, right? So
So
जैसे
good.
ही body के अंदर का start working, helping the body to recover.
So I think you make a very good point for everyone, all the audience listening in. प्लीज नोट दिस पॉइंट के रिकवरी करना है, अच्छे से रिकवरी करना है, ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है किसी एथलीट के लिए या किसी समवन इनटू फिटनेस, एंड दैट कैन बी made much better by eating plant-based foods. So that is one very big point.
Right.
So Sandeep, just this to end this sort of conversation, do you have like a message or some piece of advice or some tips or tricks for our audience who can be aspiring vegans, aspiring athletes, or just people who are looking to learn more about fitness and nutrition and athletics? मतलब एक कोई final message उन सब के लिए with which we can sort of conclude this conversation.
The final message is that anybody who is in fitness and want to switch to vegan diet, there is only one common formula. Earlier you were not vegan, but still you are maintaining your calorie intake, right? So when you are switching to vegan, just try to maintain the calories. You have to eat food. Means vegan बन करके आपको ऐसा नहीं खाना बंद कर दो कि आपको choices नहीं है. You have to eat. आपको उतना calories तो खाना पड़ेगा. Then only your body can be fueled. तो न्यूट्रिशन ज्यादा है कैलोरीज के थ्रू. आप कुछ खाना खाओगे तो कैलोरीज जाएगा. देन सेकंड स्टेप इज ईट योर कैलोरीज माइंडफुली. मीन्स आपने कौन से फूड से कितना कैलोरी खाया. ऐसा नहीं कि ग्रीन हरी भाजी आपने पूरी खा ली उससे कैलोरी पूरा हो जाएगा, न्यूट्रिशन पूरा हो जाएगा. आपको दाल चावल भी खाना है, बाजरे की रोटी खानी है, गेहूं की रोटी खानी है, मिलेट्स खाना है. देन you have to try dry fruits also, nuts also.
Basically well balanced diet खाना है.
Well balanced diet is the key. Well balanced diet it is the key, and supplementation is the second stage. Supplementation comes when you want to feel little bit convenient. आपके पास जगह का टाइम का इशू है and आपको प्रिपरेशन का इशू है. The foundation is the well balanced diet. उसके ऊपर ही supplementation काम करता है. एक नॉर्मल फिटनेस एंथुसियास्ट को सप्लीमेंटेशन की जरूरत नहीं है. प्रोटीन रिक्वायरमेंट बोलते हो तो कोई भी आदमी अगर 60 kg का है देन उसके पर 1 ग्राम पर केजी का उसको प्रोटीन रिक्वायरमेंट है, दैट इज 60 ग्राम ओनली. 60 ग्राम एक नॉर्मल डाइट से पूरा हो जाता है. ब्रेड खाओ, पीनट बटर खाओ, देन सोया चंक्स खा सकते हो, टोफू खा सकते हो, आपके पास इतने सारे सीरियल्स हैं वो खा सकते हो, पंपकिन सीड खा सकते हो. देयर प्लेंटी ऑफ थिंग्स, इसमें इतना प्रोटीन आ जाता है. फूड यू टू ईट राइट, एंड जितना वैरायटी ऑफ फूड यू ईट ना, आपको मल्टीविटामिन इसमें आते हैं, एंटीऑक्सीडेंट आते हैं, रिकवरी एजेंट आते हैं, देन एवरीथिंग अपने आप से सब आना स्टार्ट हो जाता है. तो आपको कोई पार्टिकुलर सप्लीमेंट खाने की जरूरत नहीं है. बॉडी बैलेंसेस बाय इटसेल्फ. उसको कहाँ पर किस तरह में क्या ऐड करना है, जब आप मल्टीपल फूड्स खाते हो ना, वो एक दूसरे को साथ में मिलजुल के काम करते हैं. लाइक आपको अगर जो विटामिन डी आपकी बॉडी में चाहिए तो आपको बॉडी में कैल्शियम रहेगा तो ही विटामिन डी एब्जॉर्ब होता है, एंड वाइस वर्सा. दिस थिंग्स वर्क इन द प्रोपोर्शन. तो ये चीजें ऐसी है. B12 है, बॉडी में B12 रहेगा, या और आयरन की डेफिशिएंसी है तो B12 विल हेल्प इन टू दैट कि आपको आयरन की डेफिशिएंसी नहीं होगी, राइट. तो देयर इज समथिंग कि आपको वो चीज खानी पड़ेगी. देन फूड इटसेल्फ मेक इट श्योर कि आपकी बॉडी में सभी न्यूट्रिएंट्स का एक प्रॉपर बैलेंस बनेगा. देन यू जस्ट ईट योर फूड इन अ प्रॉपर वे, बैलेंस्ड वे, एंड आपकी प्लेटर जो ना, फूड प्लेटर तो बड़ा होना चाहिए. आपकी पेट में वैरायटी जो फूड होना चाहिए डेली बेसिस. So don't worry about supplementation और multivitamins और ये चीज की कमी वो चीज की कमी, कुछ नहीं है. Just make your mind feel fulfilled with your honest thoughts and cruelty free diet, and give it a try. Just try and believe in your steps that you are taking the right decision. Ultimately, food and the right approach and right mindset and the positivity will bring the best of your health. So I would say that just give it a try for certain days, certain weeks. It won't harm you in any way. Ultimately, it's going to help you out only.
Superb.
So, yeah.
So just to sort of summarize, well-balanced diet is the key here. Have a diverse range of foods when you are eating. Figure out your supplementation. For most normal people, you don't really require protein supplements, but try and ensure that you are getting your vitamin D and your vitamin B12 and those kind of things. Just appropriately ensure about those things. And I think the biggest thing that Sandeep has pointed out is that एक बार try करो. That's all that we are asking is एक बार try करके देखो. 21 दिन के लिए try करो, 25 दिन के लिए try करो, अच्छा पूरा wide range of खाना खाओ, and we can assure you that, as Sandeep pointed out, कुछ negative नहीं होगा. अगर होगा तो 100% positive ही होगा. और through
Totally
this you
agree.
will also be able to live a cruelty free lifestyle and even impact greatly on planet, environment and all those things.
Totally.
So I think
Yes,
with
you
this,
will feel
Sandeep,
proud on yourself. Yeah.
super. So with this, Sandeep, thank you so much. Really appreciate your time and all your, like, really. I think it was really inspiring to hear more about your journey and about your veganism, how you got into it, and a little bit more about your training and all the tips and tricks. So
Yeah.
thank you so much, Sandeep.
Yeah, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to speak and connect with the people. All the best, for the IMSA Fest and the people who are in the exhibition. And have a great time and enjoy the veganism.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, welcome. Bye bye.